right, are we ready? Good morning. I'm going to call to order the public meeting of the Arapahoe County Board of County Commissioners for May 21st, 2019. To my left is Ron Carl, the county attorney. To my far right is Jolene Sanchez, the assistant clerk to the board. Ms. Sanchez, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Conti?
Good morning.
Good morning. Commissioner Sharp?
Here.
Commissioner Holland?
Here.
Commissioner Jackson? Here. And Commissioner Baker?
Here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Carl, are there any modifications to the agenda this morning?
There are no modifications to the agenda.
Are there any questions or comments from any of the commissioners? If not, I would entertain a motion to approve the items on the
Motion to approve.
Second.
approve the agenda as stated. And motion made by Commissioner Conti, seconded by Commissioner Holland. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. That motion, any abstentions or objections? Seeing none, that motion carries. This is the time that we've set aside for any citizen comments. Citizens are invited to speak to the Board of County Commissioners on any non-agenda items. If you're here to address anything under our general business items, we'll have citizen comments at that time. But if you're here to address the board on anything not on the agenda, there will be a 3-minute time limit per person. And make yourself known to me so I can introduce you. Seeing none, public comment period is closed. We have one set of minutes to approve. This is from April 30th, 2019. We did have a full board for that. Are there any questions or comments about the contents of that agenda or those minutes? If not, I would entertain a motion.
I'll move approval of the minutes.
Motion made by Commissioner Sharp, seconded by Commissioner Holland. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstentions? Seeing none, that motion carries and those minutes are approved. Sorry, let me get back to make sure I'm not skipping anything. All right. We have several items on the consent agenda. Are there any questions or comments from any of the commissioners about anything on the consent agenda?
Mr. Chair, I'll move approval of the consent agenda as presented. Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Conti, seconded by Commissioner Sharp. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstention? The consent agenda has been approved. We have one item on our general business agenda. The presenter this morning will be Bill Skinner, Senior Planner with Public Works and Development, and the attorney on this matter is Robert Hill, the Senior Assistant County Attorney. Mr. Hill, would you please set the foundation for us?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. This is a final plat that has been noticed by publication, by posting, and by mailing of the adjacent properties. Board has jurisdiction to proceed on a public hearing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hill. Good morning, Mr. Skinner.
Good morning, Commissioners. Bill Skinner for the Planning Division. This one's, can't see you with those on. I can't see this with those off. Great. So, still getting used to this. New thing in my life. So, case PF 18006 is a final plat for Fox Run Lofts. Fox Run Lofts is a multifamily housing development that is built and constructed. Pretty important in this situation. So it's up and running. It's fine. It's done. There's a situation. You've got the plat up on the screen with north being to the left. It's rotated. It was all built and constructed under a single ownership as a single lot. There are now 2 owners, and they want to create 2 individual, unique, legally platted lots. That requires a subdivision to break it up. Subdivision means a plat document. Plat documents are largely technical in nature, and there are 2 state statutory requirements, and the staff has determined that this one is technically complete and correct. There's not much more to say about it. We'd like to know if the board has any questions for the staff, and if not, the applicant is here. And if you'd like to move on beyond that, I'll leave it in your capable hands.
Questions for Mr. Skinner? Commissioner Sharp?
I do not have any questions. It does seem very simple and very straightforward. And I think given the fact, I just wanted to say that given the fact that sometimes these things in the past long ago were not divided properly, let's say that, like 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. I really appreciate the detail in this. So going forward many years from now, there won't be a question. So thank you very much.
You're welcome, Commissioner Sharp.
Thank you. Any other questions? Would anyone care to hear from the applicant at this, or is that even needed? All right. Thank you, Mr. Skinner. This is a public hearing, so I am going to open up for public comment. Did anyone sign up? Do we know? No one signed up to speak, but we have a gentleman indicating he would like to speak. Please come forward. You'll be given 3 minutes to address this issue. Please keep your eye on the yellow and red light up here in the front, right in front of me. That will tell you when the yellow light will come on when you have 30 seconds left, and the red light will come on when you've used your entire 3 minutes. Please adjust the microphone for your height, and then state your name and address for the record, please.
Sure, I'm John Hoderick, and I live in that complex at 7292 South Blackhawk Street. And first of all, I agree with Councilwoman and Commissioner rather, and just appreciate the effort that's gone into the subdivision. Being a condo owner, I appreciate the subdivision because it's dividing it according to for-profit and homeowner parcels. So again, I express that appreciation. And just was wondering when the owners will receive final approval notice of the plat, just so that we can rest easy knowing that it's done and it's complete. So that's my only comment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hoderick. Bill, do you want to address when owners normally get or can obtain a copy? I assume this is filed with the clerk and recorder's office.
Yes, absolutely. Providing an extremely safe cushion for myself, I would say no longer than a month, quite possibly between a number of days to a month. Somewhere in there, we will get through the very final steps. It'll all depend on how we work with the applicant. No trouble to date. I'm sure we'll figure that out. What I'll do is I will get Mr. Oderick, is it? Mr. Oderick's email today, and then I'll contact him and tell him when we're good, and we can send him a finalized version of it.
Does that sound good to you? Okay, excellent. Thank you very much, Mr. Skinner. Are there any other public comments? Any other citizen comments in regard to this matter? If not, I will close the public hearing and entertain further discussion or a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Commissioner Sharp.
In the case of PF 18-006, Fox Run Lofts Number 2, final plat, I've reviewed the staff report, including all exhibits and attachments, and have listened to the applicant's presentation, staff presentation, and any public comment as presented at the hearing, and hereby move to approve this application based on the filings and the staff report, subject to the following condition. There's one condition. Prior to signature of the final copy of these plans, the applicant must address the Public Works staff comments and concerns. And I'll ask for a second.
I'll second that motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Sharp, seconded by Commissioner Holland. Any further discussion? Or if not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed or abstentions? Seeing none, that motion carries unanimously. We have no other general business items before the board today. Are there any commissioner comments? Commissioner Holman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As I mentioned last week, May 19th through May 25th is National Public Works Week, where we recognize the professions who play a fundamental role in creating the high quality of life found within our community. I know I speak for the entire board when I say I would say how grateful I am that we are for every public works and development department employee who dedicates their time and talents to Arapahoe County. I also want to invite everybody to learn more about the department at the annual play date at Public Works Friday, June 7th from 9 to 1 p.m. at the Dove Valley Regional Park. This free family event is a hands-on opportunity to see the work of the divisions and the role the county has in everyone's life. We cannot appreciate the hard work and diligence that our public works employees and those that work in the development area for the county do, and this is a great way to show them respect and honor. Please show up if you can. The kids, there'll be stuff for kids to do. There'll be refreshments, and it's a very good opportunity to meet some of these courageous people that plow our roads and ensure and fill the potholes within the county. Thank you.
Are there any other commissioner comments? If not, we are adjourned.